back at the Bloodstream. You just saw Worthless, right, from Old Fashioned Beatdown. Yep. We're one short. We actually had Penguin Boy writing in. He's like, I'd like to say I'm not much of a fan for that yelling, raspy stuff, but this stuff is pretty rocking. And currently, Joey's working on the raspiness. He went out for
he had to go get a cigarette.
Smoke.
Yeah,
this is intense.
That's how he warms up.
Stuff. We want, and he was performing and. He's like, give me a cigarette. He's like, one,
that's
two.
That's his warm up before a show.
I'm done. Give me
some whiskey and a couple beers and a cigarette. He's good to go.
What's your favorite club on the show? I mean, being from the East Coast like me, you hear the legendary the whiskey. You hear about the Viper. You hear about this. Like, what is if you guys could pick a place, if you want to have a fucking show and just let it set off, where would you wanna? Anywhere in particular?
That one's real tough.
And Joey's back.
That's a tough one. I mean, because there's a couple places here that are that are really cool to play where you feel that energy, but. Like the Whiskey A Go Go is a really cool place. I mean, just the kids pack in there and they rock hard. And the guys that work there, they're all really good to us. And the Key Club's really cool too. That's one of those places where you hit the step on the kick drum and you feel it in the chest. So that's
great
a good
sound
place
there.
too.
Definitely great sound there. How you feeling, man? You good?
Good, great cigarette, man.
You're back in action.
Facilities here are outstanding.
You missed a compliment while you were gone. Penguin Boy, you won him over. You won him over with your vocals.
That's good. That's good. I'm a big fan of Penguins.
He wants you to send him an autograph poster. Do you have autograph? He wants an autograph poster so he can put it above his bed.
I'll sign whatever. I'll sign his titties.
You'll sign his titties. All right. Even if if you're like 120 pounds soaking wet, Penguin Boy, get some weight gain or grow some titties, and he'll put the Sharpie on you. Do you know Penguin Boy? Is he a friend of yours?
I don't know Penguin Boy, but I've seen him sign.
They don't even know you, and they're equal opportunity employees.
Yeah, no, it's all good, man.
Yeah,
it's all good.
They don't care.
Yeah.
You like Old Fashioned Beatdown?
No animals were hurt in the filming of that video.
No, you left the donkey in the car. I appreciate that. Thank you. That would have been.
It was a goat, but
that would have made. Oh, sorry, I got my livestock confused. I don't know. That would have made a mess up here. Brian would have friggin' canned me. I don't know, but we got some more comments coming in. All right, we got Mac. He wants to know what you guys think about the new Ozzy album. If you've even heard anything off it yet, and
I'll be honest with you. I haven't heard the album, but I did see him perform on that VH1 Honors.
Yes. Yeah.
Amazing.
Dude,
I was impressed. He's got a great band behind him too. You know what I mean? I mean, all the guys that were playing behind him were just solid musicians. You know what I mean? And they're incredible. And Ozzy's voice is just, the voice of metal. So yeah, it was great.
Very cool.
But I haven't heard the album, but I'm looking forward to it.
Again with that VH1 Honors, I saw that. What do you think of the new Alice in Chains singer?
I try not to.
William Duvall.
I was trying to forget about that.
You're trying to forget about that?
It's actually funny. Like he's actually like a friend of ours, that lives over here in Hollywood, and our bass player is over there hanging out with him, and he comes home, he's like, the new singer for Alice in Chains was over there hanging out, I was like, that's cool. But I saw them perform that one time on TV, I forget what that thing was we saw where they were performing, but yeah, to me, you can't replace Lane Staley.
I think it's really great that they're still doing it.
I mean, the band is amazing still. Jerry Cantrell.
Totally. I mean,
you can't
the
take anything away from him.
Will never be gone, until obviously the inevitable. But
maybe it's because I'm a singer.
It's really cool.
You're like nobody's like if I go, Old Fashioned Beatdown is not going.
There's certain bands where you could see someone kind of replacing them, and it
Lane
wouldn't
Staley's one of the greatest vocalists of all time.
He's such a unique.
He really is. He's very underrated. So it's like with this whole new singer, it's cool that the band is still doing it, but
I think in the respect factor, they waited a long time. They didn't just rush right into it. But I mean, when you think about it, AC/DC did it. You know what I mean? Like there's some band, but I mean, I know it's a way different spectrum of singers. You know what I mean? One's like an oi oi, and the other one's actually a melodic, beautiful voice. But I don't know. I think they did the respect factor. They waited and they wanted to get out there and do it. But then again, I understand your point.
It's just my opinion, but I just don't think the guy holds anything of the vibe that
then
Lane
again,
Staley
that's big
did,
shoes
but
to fill. That's like someone coming into the doors and saying,
yeah, and you don't want to hold it against the guy either, because I don't want the fucking job. I don't want to try and be Lane Staley either.
Jim Morrison's a god, So.
Do you think there could have been anybody else better for the job? I mean, as far as in the realm of vocalists, anyone you want to see?
Phil Anselmo.
Yeah, you think so?
He's the only guy I could ever see get in front of that band, and actually, because he's so diverse, and he's so talented that he can do the hard stuff, and then he can do the echoes. It's not even melody to me. It's more like something that kind of runs through your veins. So he's the only guy I could see doing it.
All right.
But that doesn't mean anything.
We have some people asking what you guys think of Rage's comeback.
It's about time.
Yeah.
I was there.
I'm glad I've met somebody who was
This
there.
is time of revolution.
Because
and
we had
they were the
tickets for
leaders
Rage
for a long
Against the
time.
Machine years ago when they were on tour with the Beastie Boys, and then they canceled, and we never got to see them. And then they broke up after that, and we've been depressed ever since. So
I saw them
I'm
with,
glad they're back.
Wu-Tang in, at the Tweeter. It was at the formerly Great Woods in Mansfield, Massachusetts. Back.
I still
That's
never got
cool.
to see Rage, man.
I
They canceled on the tour with the
I saw them
Beasties
for
when we
the-
were supposed to see them.
I saw them for the
I'm
first
so
time
pissed.
at Coachella on their reunion back, and he changed a lot of the words to the end songs to rip on President Bush and the war in Iraq.
I think it's a beautiful thing.
Are you
They're
sure that really
political
happened, Brian? I'm sure you aren't.
I
under the
believe it,
influence
man.
of many.
They're a
Dreamt
political
it.
band. That's what they do best.
Brian does a lot of drugs, though.
Right on, man. I'm gonna
And
give you
he's in
my
the
address
desert,
before I leave.
And they could have been doing a lot of things on stage. But
My only opinion on politics is it's barely even worth talking about unless you're like planning
It's like talking about
on
religion.
unless you're
Yeah.
planning on taking over something. If you're talking some serious shit, like if you want to hold
Like
a
those
meeting,
people in
if you want to
Idaho.
hold a meeting and get
Yeah.
together and plan on the actual
the
overthrow,
Idaho militia people
let's get
talk.
together.
That's what you-
Yeah, and this is
But other
the
than that,
only
there's
thing
not
I
really
can
anything to
ever
talk
say
about.
about the whole
Yeah.
thing, and that's
They're
just one
fucked up.
thing.
They control the
Is
world.
Just get rid of the guns and everyone buy guitars.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because, you know, you saw like in the Fear video. I mean, that's where it's going.
Or find a way to make guitars shoot.
Ace really did that.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. He did it like
He's the only cool
It was
guy.
a nice, peaceful way. It was a little sparkly thing.
Yeah, you know.
But, you know, that was cool. All right, so we got Old Fashioned Beatdown here. Let's get in the essential plugs before we got to wrap. We got myspace.com/Old Fashioned Beatdown.
Oldfashionedbeatdown.com.
You got any like 1-900 numbers or anything?
Old fashioned beat down your mother.
Old Fashioned
Mean-
Beatdown your mother. Well, one other thing, let's clear up the
Yourmama.com,
name.
check
Let's
that out.
clear up the name for everyone out there. Did that just come out of like being like super aggressive in '99, or like what is where did you guys
How the
get
name came
yeah.
up? It's that's a funny one because if there's any kids listening, change the station. Adults, basically what happened was we talked about we went through so many names. I mean,
Yeah.
our name changed every 2 days for like months and months and months. But we needed something that really fit the music. We wanted it to be when you heard the name that you knew what you were getting, and that's what we wanted it to be. Beatdown came up, but it just sounded too plain. And one night, Joey here, who was stoned immaculate, just out of nowhere, said I'll never forget the look on his face and the bong swat coming on. He goes, OF Beatdown. And I go, what does the OF stand for? And he goes, Old Fashioned Beatdown. And the first thing I did was run and grab a pen because I was so ripped out of my mind. I knew we were going to forget about it. Like everything else you forget about it and you're forgetting about. You know what I mean? It was just like, boom. So we wrote it down, and the next day saw it on paper and was like, that's it. You know, and that was it.
Cool. You're like, let's get some T-shirts made immediately. Yes.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
When we had bands, but all of us, like where we're at now, all grew up and had bands before this band we're in now, you know, and it eventually all came to this.
Yeah.
And where music was at before, like we were talking about with the Metallica thing before, you know, music was different and music was going through changes. Metal was going through changes, going from more of that older thrash style, like from Metallica and stuff like that, more into like the more groove and power stuff, and then eventually came like the hip hop metal and stuff like that. And now it's kind of taking a turn back again, and like the 80s stuff is starting to come back and stuff like that, which I'm not too proud of. I thought we learned from our past. The only thing I don't have, to me, metal, that's the only reason only thing I say like that is the music I listen to, and it's again just an opinion, and there's a lot of great bands that I really don't listen to just because it's my taste. But to me, metal's always been serious. You know what I mean? Like it's serious. Like it's not like taken lightly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's the only thing, like when they call bands, you know, that I don't consider metal, you know, like metal bands of the 80s, and they say metal, and
Yeah.
because just because they sing
They
about
abuse the title metal.
just because
Yeah.
you sing about like evil doesn't make your music serious, you know what I mean? And it's gotten so oversaturated with those type of subject matter, stuff like that it's almost like a mainstream, like it's a goof, like you're just talking about the same bullshit that everyone else talks. You're not saying anything, you know what I mean? Not anything relevant. That's why when a band comes out and they're saying shit that matters, like we were talking about the Rage and stuff like that, they're saying stuff that matters. It's relevant as well as it's that tone. It's heavy, it's angry, it's pissed the fuck off, you know what I mean? And that's what, when we came out of our old bands and put this band together, we wanted a name that just represented what we were here to do. We wanted to represent it all as one package, you know. We wanted the name, the sound. We didn't want to fuck around, you know what I mean?
Fuck yeah.
And we came
Spoken
up
like a
with
true lyricist. You just rhymed the last
That
thing.
did
was
rhyme.
pretty good.
I
That was
realized
nice.
after-
Yes, yes, very nice, very nice.
Sweet.
All right, I'm getting the cue. We got to wrap. So, again, thank you for watching the Bloodstream Old Fashioned Beatdown. Check these guys out. New album dropping. They're going to be fucking doing it for real. They're going to be shopping the labels. They've been doing it for like 8 years now. They're still alive. They haven't killed each other. And no fatalities at any shows that I know of. So come out, get your head smashed in, but go home happy. You know what I mean? So
That's
check
the
them out.
truth.
MySpace.com, Old Fashioned Beatdown, oldfashionedbeatdown.com. My name is Jimmy Roc. Next week, if I'm still here, if I don't get fired, we'll do it again. It's the Bloodstream. Thanks for watching.
Fashizi.
Oh, Fashizi. Now it's like an Anchorman. I always love this part because it gets like soft and just watch the news.
You're so